Hello, here we are once again in the workshop. 3 weeks now I have waited for material from my metal supplier, and I was taken back by the amount of time that it simply took to get another piece of this aluminum extruded material. I just couldn't believe it. So to fill the gap, so to speak, I began doing my layout for my prototype controller, and that's the pile of components that you see here in front of me. I'll shove it aside, and we will continue with the fabrication of the metal motor mount supports for the X, Y, and Z axis on old Big Blue here. Again, a piece of aluminum extrusion. This particular one was 12 inches long, and I simply sliced it into 3-inch sections, and I will use the metal slices to fabricate the motor mounts for Big Blue. So let's begin. And one angle bracket laid out and spot drilled both sides for the motor mount. And what I'll do is I'll drill both sides of this out for the 5mm mounting screws and 25mm pass-through hole, and separate the bracket. I'll make 2 of them from this one piece of angle. So it's not looking real pretty at the moment, but this is how my game plan is, and I'm going to move forward with it and see how it works. I'll show it to you here in a minute when it's all finished up. No sense in me boring you with the drilling operations. You've seen this before, so back in a second. Fabrication is moving forward for the Y-axis motor mounts. Recall that we began with a length of 4x4 by 1/4 extruded aluminum, and I sectioned that into 4 equal pieces. 3 of the pieces will be utilized to fabricate left-hand, right-hand motor mounts for the Y, and the 4th piece will be used for the Z axis. And the 2 pieces, the piece in the middle and the piece to the extreme right, as I'm looking at it, will be assembled and mounted up to the support rails, and I will show you, these are the components as the individual components, and I'll show you what it looks like as an assembly, and hopefully I don't make you too dizzy as I move the camera. And this is the assembled mount. This is the left-hand side. Of course, I'll go ahead and assemble the right-hand side, get it mounted up, and then we'll move on to the Z-axis motor mount, and I will follow up with that here in a minute. So see you in a bit. The following still images illustrate the left-hand and right-hand Y-axis motor mount, the Z-axis motor mount, and a 3D printed X-axis motor mount. The last image just illustrates a down image of how the router is, the router's current configuration, and I guess at this point is on to wiring. So I will proceed with that, and I'll give you a few brief glimpses of how I progress with that. So catch you in a bit.